Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone joining us on our Monday call. Happy Monday, happy start of the week. I do hope that I'm sending the positive vibes to each and every one of you. I don't care whatever your past week has brought you, but of course, this is a new day, a new hope, a new beginning, a new opportunity for you to go to the direction where you want to go, right? So, this is something that, I am very passionate to do. It's something that I believe that I have been given the ability to, encourage and uplift other people. And of course, this is what this Monday call is all about. As I've said earlier, it's a brand new week, a brand new opportunity. We will be faced with a lot of things. And one thing I have learned is that, people don't accidentally have a great week, right? They intentionally create. They intentionally create a new one. Okay, so the mindset we choose today will determine the results we see by the end of the week. So today, I would just like to share with you one simple thought. Okay, one simple thought, and that is start with purpose and finish with excellence. Okay, start with purpose. Start with purpose. Know why you are doing what you are currently doing. Know the reason that you are working, right? Why are you working? Okay. So, and then finish with excellence. So, start with purpose and finish with excellence. Many people wake up thinking, I have 5 days to go. I have 5 days in this week or 6 days in this week. But you know what? Champions think differently. They say, this is an amazing 5 days, 6 days ahead of me. Okay? When you know your destination, then your daily actions becomes more intentional. So ask yourself, okay, these are some of the things that can help you get started with the right purpose. Number one is, who can I help this week? You are given that ability. You are given that skill. You are given that gift that you can help others today or this week. Okay. So the first question that you can ask yourself is, who can I help this week? Okay. Another question that might propel you or that might fuel you is, what goal should I be able to complete within this week? What target or what goal, okay, can I complete within this week? And then another thing that you can probably think about, so that you can get started right on the start of the week is, who can I inspire? Who can I uplift? Who can I encourage this week? Okay. And another thing is, what commitment will I keep? Based on the targets that I have set in the past, this is the time for me to reset, refresh, and let's go. And what commitment will I keep this week? Success isn't built in one big moment. It's built by winning each and every single day. It's by taking control of your thoughts, taking control of your mindset, because each and every single day brings new challenge, right? So you have to lead your thoughts, lead your mind, okay? Because that's very, very important in order for us to take control of your day instead of the day controlling you. Okay. And of course, always understand that progress beats perfection. We cannot be perfect. Sometimes we get discouraged when we don't get all of the things that we expect to happen, right? But one thing for sure is that you can always create progress, even small ones. Sometimes we wait for the perfect timing. Sometimes we wait for the perfect mood or perfect conditions. But winners, what they do is they take the next step. Take the next step. They keep on moving forward. A small action today is more valuable than a perfect plan that never begins. Okay? Always remember that. A small action today is more valuable than a perfect plan that never begins. It can start with one phone call, one follow up, one presentation, one new connection, and these small actions compound into extraordinary results. I've been watching our team preparing for this event together with LB Forane, and I just love seeing our team going to different areas in Bataan, doing flyering, invitation, making sure that we are doing all that we can to make the event successful, because we know that this is the opportunity. We have a guest that will be coming. This will be an inspiring event. All right. So we want to bring in as much people as possible. And the great thing there is that we keep on working, we keep on moving forward. There's no stopping us, right? That should be the mindset. Because always remember, consistency always beats intensity. All right, consistency always beats intensity. So go for that small progresses, okay, daily progresses, and I tell you, it will really make a lot of difference each and every single day. And of course, people often talk about, finishing the week strong, finishing the month strong, but finishing strong starts by finishing each day well, right? So as you go through your day, make sure that you finish your day well. Before ending each day, ask yourself, did I become better today? Did I serve someone today? Did I move one step closer to my goal? Because you have to understand, small daily victories create massive weekly victories. Okay? So you don't have to achieve everything at once. Okay? So, victories are done by simple little steps. Okay? Small actions, and those actions that you take every single day. Okay? Those small wins eventually brings you to the big victories that you will gain. Okay, so and again, another important thing is your attitude. Okay, your attitude, Zig Ziglar says, your attitude will determine your altitude, right? So not everything this week will go according to plan. There will be some challenges, there will be some problems, there will be some troubles, there will be some unmet expectations. Some people won't respond whenever you call them. Some people, some of your partners will not um, respond to the things that you want them to achieve, right? So some challenges will appear, and some things will take longer than expected. And you probably are asking yourself, when can I get to the next level? And these are some of the things that can hinder your growth. These are some of the things that can that can input doubt in your mind. But remember, here's the thing: you cannot always control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. And that's a different setting, as I've said before. Okay, there's a difference between reacting and responding. Reacting is you just react based on your emotions, impulse. So whenever something happens, you react. Sometimes you complain, sometimes you make excuses, sometimes you get mad, sometimes you get angry. Okay, that's what we call you react. Okay, so we don't want that. What we want is to respond, and responding means reacting positively, responding positively. So whenever something happens, you take a moment and then analyze it, evaluate it. What can I do to make my situation better, not to make it worse? Okay, so we should always respond to whatever comes along our way. A positive mindset doesn't ignore the problems. It chooses to see opportunities despite them. Okay? So in whatever happens in our life, there are always two sides of the story. I remember that story, which has stuck to me right from the beginning. This shoe manufacturer, the story of the shoe manufacturer. He sends in his two agents, and then he went into this isolated place. Okay, he said, go to this isolated place, scout the market, and see the potential of us marketing and selling our shoes there. So those two agents went to that isolated market, and one got back with the report. He said to the owner, he said, boss, it will be very difficult here because people still doesn't have shoes and they don't wear shoes. So that's the report of the other agent. Now the other agent got sent the report back to his owner, and being on the same location where the other agent is, said like, hello boss, send me 10,000 pairs of shoes. There are still no shoes here. We have a great opportunity here. You see, same situation, same location, but different perspective, different view of what's ahead of them, right? So again, it depends on what you choose to see. All right? So that's the attitude. We should have that positive attitude. And people are attracted to those who bring hope, energy, and solutions. Remember that, okay? So be that person this week. And as we begin this week, okay, at the start of the week, we make one decision, okay? Can you make this one decision? I will not leave this week with regrets. I will leave it with results, okay? If you will make that commitment to yourself, I will not leave this week with regrets. I will leave it with results. So I would encourage you, okay? Even in the popular book, it said, make the most of every opportunity, right? Give it your best, whatever you can. You serve with excellence, you stay consistent, encourage others, and finish stronger than you started, okay? So that's just a little bit of a mindset training for each and every one of us as at the start of the week, because you have to understand that, success isn't determined by how you start alone. It's determined by refusing to quit until you finish. Okay, as I always say, the one that really stuck into my mind again is by Les Brown. It's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. Okay, so let's make this week our best week, and let's start strong, stay focused, and even finish even stronger. We have an amazing and productive week ahead of us for today. And of course, it's already the middle of the week. Okay, so all right, so we have more and more partners joining us, by the way. Is there any topic that you want to discuss, any questions that you have at this moment? Please feel free. I just thought of doing um the how to be a mental warrior, because I think this is something that is really needed at this time. A lot of things are happening in our life, and it has to be something to we need to get started with the right mindset, okay, especially at the start of the week. So let me just share with you this I love this training that was done by our SVP. And it's a great reminder for each and every one of us to reset, refresh, and let's go. Reset, refresh, and let's go. And I love, oops, sorry, I clicked on the wrong button. Okay, so here you go. Okay, I will just enlarge this. Okay, so I love this picture of refreshment, of course, because our business is none other like growing a tree or growing a plant. Okay, so over a period of time, you have to nourish it, you have to nurture it. But then again, the great thing about this tree, when it blooms, when it grows, is that it keeps on bearing fruit, right? Even if you don't want for it to bear fruit, it still keeps bearing fruit, right? Because it has gone through the process of growing and eventually blooming and eventually bearing fruits, right? So it's time for us to refresh our business. And the way for us to refresh our business is, of course, one of my favorite mentors and coaches, none other than the late Jim Rohn. And the great thing about that is his legacy keeps on going, and his teachings are very, very impactful to a lot of people's lives. And he said, and you've heard it time and again, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you need to get better. For things to improve, you have to improve. Because when you grow, everything in your life grows with you. And another author who's very keen on personal development is basically John Maxwell. And he says that the difference between people who succeed and people who doesn't succeed is basically on the personal development, on personal growth. And when we think about success and what it takes to grow past success and experience significance, and it all goes back to one element, which is personal growth. Do you have an intentional personal growth plan? Okay, successful people have an intentional plan for growth. That is the great separator. And not only that, the people who are most successful not only have a plan, but they also have a guide to mentor and motivate and walk alongside them. So that's the reason why in here it's very important that you have someone to look up to, someone that can guide you, someone that can mentor you, someone that you can trust. Okay? So who is that person who can mentor you, who can guide you, right? And also the same thing, if you want your team to grow, you also need to become a mentor and coach and guide to these people, right? So, but first, it has to go through you first, your personal development, personal growth. The question is, do you have a clear plan for your personal growth? Do you have a growth plan each and every single day? What is your growth plan? Because it has to be something intentional, something that we should make time for, okay? Because if we do not have that personal growth, according to Jim Rohn, when you grow, everything around you also grows, right? But if you don't grow yourself, then how can you expect your business, your team, and your relationships to grow, right? So it all starts with an intentional plan for growth. So one thing that I always do each and every single morning is, first and foremost, I connect to the source. Okay, I connect to the source. Whatever your religion, it's not about religion, but I personally believe that when we connect to the source, we can draw from it, right? Because we have a creator, right? And whenever we connect to the creator, we can draw from it, right? Because that is the source. That is where we get all of the things that we have, right? So another thing is the gratefulness, the attitude of gratitude. You should be thankful, because grateful or gratitude is something that allows you to feel to be better, right? Especially when it comes to our mindset, the attitude of gratitude, because you cannot be disappointed, discouraged, and being thankful at the same time. You have to make a choice whether you want to be thankful or whether you want to be discouraged. So the antidote for discouragement, the antidote for disappointment is list all of the things that you are grateful for, right? We have a lot of things that that we can be grateful for. Okay? Now again, whatever we focus on, it grows. So when we are focused on the things that we are grateful for, then guess what? We attract those things that we are those positive things that we are thankful for, right? So list them down. This is very, very important, because again, it sets the tone of our life, the direction of your day, right? So another thing is, of course, embrace fear. Go after your dreams. Each and every day there will be challenges. There will be some things that we will be fearful for, but no. But again, the cure for fear is what? Taking action. Just do it. Okay, just do it. So go after your dreams. It doesn't matter. Okay, and of course, educate yourself. Knowledge is power. That's one way also to personally grow. Nourish your mind with the things that can help you. Okay, so that's one of the things that I always see to it, that every morning I take control of my day by first taking control of my thoughts. What are the things that I want to fill my mind with for today? Because every day we are exposed to a lot of garbages, right? We have the social media, we have all of this happening in our politics, we have happening in our government, all of these things. And unconsciously, sometimes we put all of these garbages inside our mind, and we let the garbage stay there. So be very careful of what you fill your mind with. Okay, so I choose to fill my mind with the positive things, with things that can encourage me, that can inspire me, that can propel me, that can move me, that can fuel me to achieve my dreams. Okay, so be very conscious about it. Live with no regret. What's done is done. We can no longer do anything about it anymore. But what we can do for today is to make our situation better, so that the past that we don't want to happen will not happen anymore, because you're now making that decision to change it today. I heard this saying, I remember that the closing that we have in our presentation in my previous company, it says there that the life that you live today is the result of your attitudes and choices in the past. Okay? Again, the life that you live today is the result of your decisions, choices, and attitude that you have done in the past. Okay? And sometimes where you are right now is not because of the government, not because of what your parent has given you, not because of other people's faults. Where you are today is the result of your own personal decisions, personal choices, and your personal attitude. Okay, there's no one to blame except, of course, you, right? So the great thing about that is that the life that you will live tomorrow will be the result of the decisions that you're going to make today. So if you want to change your future, if you want to change tomorrow, then start by taking action today, right? So live with no regret. Today is going to be another new day that can change the direction or course of your life, right? And then never give up. And this is one of the things that successful people has. They don't know the word QUIT. They don't know that, right? They just keep on going and going and doing and doing, so that they just keep on keeping on, right? Never give up. The only time that you will fail is when you stop. All right? So always remember that, and do not take what you have for granted. Always evolve. You are either getting better or getting worse. Okay? And then that's the thing, that there's no such thing as a stagnant, right? So you don't say that, hey, this is I'm not getting, and I'm just the way I am. We don't like that to happen, right? That 3 years from now, 5 years from now, when people ask you, how are you? And then you're gonna say, yeah, still the same. I don't want to answer that way. I want to answer getting better each and every single day, right? So that should be you. Always evolve. Because, a stagnant water is not good. Remember the analogy of the Dead Sea and the Sea of Galilee? The Dead Sea, the reason why it's called Dead Sea, it's because it doesn't have any outlet. It just retains its water, and what happens is the reason why it becomes dead, it's because it doesn't have any outlet, right? But another thing is with the Sea of Galilee, the reason why it's flourishing is because it just keeps on flowing new water and keeps on going out free water, right? So it means that it has the ability to give, to be generous, right? So always evolve. You are getting you are either getting better or getting worse. Okay, and then visualize and write down your targets. Very, very important. Visualization. That's also the thing that you need to do. What do you want to become? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to achieve? Is it clear in your mind? And before you hold it in your hand, it has to be clear here first. Okay. So when we say visualization, these are the things that you see when your eyes are closed. These are the production of your imagination. And actually, there is topic that I was following, the power of your imagination. Because whatever you conceive in here, okay, even act it, you receive it, because it's already, being created first in your mind. So that's visualization. First thing in the morning, when you wake up, what are the things that I would want to accomplish? Very clear, because when the vision is clear, results will appear, right? And better write it down so that you won't forget. Every time you experience some challenges and setbacks, when it is written down, you can review it, you can be reminded of why you need to keep on going, right? So very, very powerful when you write it down. You see the analogy of the one who goes to a grocery, the one who finishes first is what? Those who write down what they want to buy. As compared to the one who doesn't have a list, he keeps on roaming around, and even when he goes home, he forgets something, right? He finishes longer and he forgets something. Unlike when it is written down, you know what you want and you get all the things that you want to get, right? And you finish much faster, right? Because of the power of writing it down. There's even a book, I forgot the author. It talks about write it down and make it happen. I don't know if you're familiar with that book, right? So very important. Are your vision clear in your mind? Do you have have you written it down so that you can always remember and review it? Okay. Now, why do some succeed and others don't? Choose your path. Because the ones who fail lack the discipline. Okay, they don't have the discipline to do what it takes. All right. So another thing here is you keep on tracking your improvement, your development. And another thing is the reason why people doesn't succeed is because they lack motivation. Okay, they lack motivation. But remember, motivation comes from within. It doesn't come from other person. You should be the one that should choose to motivate yourself. And that's the reason why the actions that you need to take is by listening to positive audios, positive videos. Now we have a lot of resources. You can choose what you want to watch. Either it will enhance your mind or it will discourage you, right? So make sure that you choose. Guard your mind for the things that can encourage you, right? And then confidence. Okay, so that's another one. When people lack confidence, they fail, right? Why? Because they don't do the things that needs to be done. In order for you to get that confidence going, we need to have that. We need to become familiar with it. Like for instance, in my case, before when I am doing my training and presentations, I tend to become nervous. I lack confidence. Why? Because of unpreparedness. Because I didn't prepare for what I am going to share, right? I didn't prepare of what I am going to present. And if you don't prepare, guess what? You will really become nervous, right? You will become fearful. You won't have that confidence. But let's turn it around, right? If you prepare, if you practice, then what will happen, just like in my case, whenever I do preparation, I tend to be more excited of the things that I would be sharing, right? Because now I know that what I am sharing, what I am preparing will be able to also help other people. So that fear is now turned into what? Excitement and confidence because you prepared. And as they always say, how do you prepare? Practice, practice, and practice. Nothing beats that. Okay? So when you keep on practicing, then you become more confident. So that all of these things will give you mental strength. That discipline, motivation, confidence will give you that mental strength. Don't fake it till you make it. Face it till you make it. You know what? I heard this before in one of the tradings. Fake it till you make it. But then again, I said to myself, I don't want to fake life, right? I don't want to fake it, right? I just probably heard that, but I didn't do it, right? But in here, he says, face it till you make it. Now that's what makes sense. Okay, face it till you make it. Whatever comes along your way, just face it, handle it. There are always solutions to every problem and challenge that comes along your way. But sometimes we tend to back away instead of facing it, right? So whenever you face it, you'll always find a solution to those problems. I guarantee you that. Okay? There is no problem that cannot be solved. There's always a solution to every problem that comes along our way. And then be the best version of you. And this is one of my favorite basketball player. Me and my son plays a lot of basketball. So the day that Kobe Bryant died, we actually cried because we looked up to him. Not because he is so much talented, but because of his discipline. It's because of his mentality. We call it the Mamba mentality, right? Because players were talking about him, the work ethic, getting up early in the morning, doing all of the practices, the discipline. So we really admire him, not because he's really talented, but because he has that work ethic, work behavior, work habit, that he wants to get better each and every single day, right? And so that is the reason why it's very important to be inspired by others, but you don't need to become them. You have your own unique set of skills, set of talent, set of mindset that is designed only for you. Do not compare yourself with other people. I'm not like them. You might be saying that I'm not like them, but you know what? That's true. You have been given the ability, a unique ability, right? You have been given a unique purpose for your life. If you can dream it, you can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it. Repeat that over and over again. If you can dream it, you can do it. You say, I can do it. And every time you say that word, I can do it, even if you don't know yet how you can do it, as long as you make a decision already, I can do it, then it already activates all of your body, your mind. It's a command that you give. I can do it. All right? I can do it. Whenever you say that, it's a command that you give and your body will follow. Okay? So dreams are achieved with the next step. Stop at nothing in your quest to achieve what you want. Focus on all the positives of your business. And sometimes we tend to take a look at the other side, right? We have all of these things already in our hand. We have the infrastructure, we have the opportunity, we have the amazing products, we have the programs, we have the people, we have the system, and yet sometimes we take a look at those things that we do not have. All right? And that tells me that you are focusing on something else rather than focusing on the positives of what we have. I tell you, you have been given all the things that you need already. You just need to maximize the use of what's been given to us. What's in your hand right now, right? What do you have right now and make the most out of it? All right? So focus on what you have. Focus on all the positives of your business. Nurture it, maximize it, utilize it, because that's what's been given to you, right? So yeah, I can go on and on with all these examples, and 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 that's what I love about this mindset training, because it refocuses us on the things that are more important, that are essential, right? And then how do you keep on getting excited? Because that's the thing, in our business, it's hard to always keep the excitement. There may be ups and downs whenever you close someone, whenever you sell some products, your excitement goes high, right? Now, whenever there are some people who quit, their excitement goes low. Whenever you experience some challenges in your business, your excitement goes down. And it's been like that, right? It's been a roller coaster ride, up and down, up and down, up and down. So excitement goes up, excitement goes down. How do you keep it up? All right. So the way for you to keep your excitement up is by working on your belief system. Belief system. When you truly believe in something, then the excitement follows, right? So that's the reason why this tripod of belief is very, very important. So whenever you have that level of belief and conviction, whenever you're talking to people, then your excitement follows, your passion follows. Because why? Because you truly believe in what you're sharing. You truly believe in what you're doing. And how do you increase that, right? That's the reason why we have all of these trainings in place, because that is what those trainings are meant for. Those trainings are meant to give you, to feed you with the belief system. Okay, so what is this tripod of belief? Your belief in the industry, your belief in the company, and most importantly, your belief in yourself. Believe in the industry, because this industry is an industry like no other, right? So later on, we'll discuss that. And all of this knowledge will help you handle negativity, especially if you have that belief in yourself. Then you don't mind all of those sunblocks, those dream stealers, because you are convicted that what you are doing will lead you to where you want to go in your life, right? Even if they say, they pull you down, even if they say, oh, you're in that networking business. That sometimes people say a lot of those negative things, right? So block out the sunblocks, and sometimes those dream stealers are inside your homes. And it's sad to say, that the people that we expect to believe in us are those people who doesn't believe in us. Sometimes they're even negative about us, about what we do. So be very careful again, right? And know that what you are doing is for them, even if they don't understand. You have been given that clear vision of this industry, of this opportunity, that it can help you achieve the goals, the dreams that you want to accomplish in your life. Probably they don't see it, but you do. So protect it, okay? Block out the sunblocks, block out the dream stealers, and then build on your personal confidence. The faster you learn, the faster you earn. There is nothing that we cannot learn. The only thing is, are you setting time and effort to learn it, right? And one thing that really will hinder your growth in this business is the mentality that I know it all. All right. So whenever there's a training happening, you don't attend it because you have that mindset that I already know what they're going to share there. And if you have that kind of mentality, then it will be very hard for you to grow. There's no more room for improvement for you, because you are already thinking that you know it all. I have this mindset that, every situation, every person that I meet is an opportunity for me to learn. I can learn new things each and every single day. And the more you learn, the more you grow. And that's the reason why the earning becomes a byproduct of the person you become. As Jim Rohn has said, right? Success is attracted by the person you become. So learning the how-tos is like sharpening your axe first before splitting your log. And I have seen a video of this, the actual contest. Remember that, there's a tree cutting contest. I was watching it and I was reminded about this. There was this one person who just keeps on pounding and pounding and pounding, and there was this person who took a look first at how the tree will be cut. So he learned first. He didn't do the action immediately. He learned first. He strategized, and then of course he sharpened his axe. And guess who finished first? And that's the importance of learning. Okay, the faster you learn, the faster that you will earn, and that's very true. Okay, so whenever there is something that needs to be learned, learn it. Take the time to understand it. And the best way to learn is through repetition. You have to see it again and again and again until you become familiar with it, until you master it. And that's how I learned. You know, when Opulence was introduced to me before, it's a totally different ballgame than my previous company. Good thing there was the prosperity book. First, I didn't understand the compensation plan. It was very difficult for me. But then, aside from the prosperity book, I watched all of the videos that I can learn. Because you know why? My mentality is, if I cannot learn it, I cannot teach it. And how can I grow a team if I don't understand it, if I cannot be able to teach it, right? So that was the mentality. It's not just for me. It's also for my team, so that they would be able to understand how this business grows, right? So learn it, because there's nothing that you cannot learn. Okay, so believe in the industry. No other industry has created more millionaires than direct sales. This is an equal opportunity for everyone. Okay, it doesn't matter of where can you find an industry, regardless of your educational accomplishment, regardless of your intelligence, regardless of your professional background. It's an equal playing field. It's an industry wherein even if they were not able to finish school, they can rise up. Regardless of religion, regardless of culture, regardless of race, regardless of anything, right? Equal playing opportunity. Okay? So anyone can achieve success in this industry, right? So no other opportunity allows for a small investment and unlimited return. And that's also the thing that I see, because sometimes whenever you would want to grow a big business already, you need to have a lot of capital. But in this industry, you don't need those thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars in order for you to grow. You can get started with a minimal investment and earn as much as the big franchises do, big businesses do. That's the great thing about this industry, right? And of course, you can conduct your business at your own time freedom, but especially if you're already in the latter stages of your business, right? We need to build it first. Now, on top of that, we have tax deductions with the home-based business, low-risk turnkey business. The great thing about this industry is that there is already an infrastructure prepared for us. So we don't have to go through all of the hassles of startup businesses. And that's the reason why, as based on statistics, 90% of new businesses fail. Why? Because they don't have yet the system or the infrastructure, that a proven system that allows them to grow their business. Now, what we have here is already a proven system. There's already the infrastructure, the proven products, the proven compensation plan, the proven opportunity, the proven trainings, and all these things. So that's the reason why your chances for success is much higher as compared to the traditional business, as compared when you are just starting a business. So gain experience owning your own business, and of course you also get free mentorship and training. So that's the beauty about this industry. Now, another thing is about, of course, belief in the company. Is this the right company for me? Probably you're asking that. And sometimes, the reason why people jump from one company to another is that they keep on searching for the perfect company, when there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a perfect company. Okay, always remember that. Manage your expectations. But you know what? There's a company that's right for you. There's a company that's perfect for you. How can I find that company that's right for me? When the vision and mission of that company is aligned with your vision and mission. All right? Then you can say that that's the company that's right for me. And Opulence is a very, very good vision and mission. We basically, help people uh, first in their health, second in their wealth, third in their personal development. And that's the thing that I love about opulence, right? All of these things. So over 25 advantages, highest quality products. Don't you just love our products, right? High retention percentage, immediate retail profits, 14, 13 ways of making money. So all of these things we have been given and been blessed with this very stable and growing company, international company, global seamless compensation plan. That's what I love about it, right? You can basically build this business anywhere in the world, okay? And you already have that infrastructure. And most importantly, believe in yourself. I'm rushing a bit here because um, there's still so much to cover. But you know what? This is the most important thing. Believe in yourself. That's my question to you today. Do you believe in yourself? Do you truly believe that you can accomplish your goals, your targets, your promise list? Because according to Napoleon Hill in the Think and Grow Rich, when your mind is certain to succeed, then you will succeed. So the question is, do you have that level of certainty that you believe that you can accomplish your dreams, right? So believe in yourself. It's not to say that you are arrogant, that you believe in yourself, but you know what? It's just the thought that whatever my mind can conceive, I can achieve. Right? So you have made the best decision to be in a business with a great company. So be confident with enthusiasm. So believe in yourself. Before, I want to share with you a story. I was a part of a company before that has so very powerful motivators, speakers, and trainers. And I was a neophyte in the industry. I was sitting back there listening to them. And I was thinking like, I want to be like them, but I'm not like them. They are very already professional, well versed, very powerful. Actually, when I was listening to their trainings, I was really, really inspired. But then it came that all of these so-called leaders in that company left our company, and we were given the task, to level up. So I was thinking to myself, I will not be able to do those what they do. But you know what? It's again, it's your choice whether you will level up or you will back down, right? So I took the challenge. I learned how they are doing. I watched what they were sharing. The beauty about this business is you can, copy what they are doing, learning it, what they are doing, and eventually you can do it, right? I may not be as good as them, but I am getting closer to that. Every time you make a decision that I can do what they can do as well. All right. And when you make that decision, then guess what? It will follow, right? So be confident, believe in yourself. I can do it. When your coach or your mentor tells you become an LD3 this year, how do you respond to that? If I tell you become an LD3 this year, how do you respond to that? Are you finding excuses or finding ways and say to yourself, I can do it? Okay? Sometimes you don't understand how you will get there, but just declaring and professing that I can do it, guess what? Ideas will come. Opportunities will come. You know why? Because whatever you speak, it's a command and things will follow. And sometimes things don't happen the way you say it, right? But that's the reason why you have to keep on speaking and declaring. Keep on speaking and declaring. There's power in your words. Power in your words. Okay? So also, don't declare those things that you don't want to happen in your life. People say, well, I don't have the money. I can't afford it. I am just like this. And again, be very careful of the words you say because words have power. Speak those things that you want to accomplish and have conviction that you can achieve it, right? So be confident with enthusiasm. Do not be easily discouraged. The bottom line is you are looking for the right people to be your potential partners in business. And this is one thing that also I remember very well, because there was a point in my life that I was discouraged because I don't see things. Uh, at first, when I joined this industry, I said to myself, wow, there's hope. There's hope for me that I can be able to accomplish all of those things, time and financial freedom. But as you make the first step, there will be a lot of no's. And it's very discouraging, right? And then your excitement goes wank. And then that's the purpose of the training. When I attended that training, it says there some people will, some people won't. So what? Someone's always waiting. And then again, I start to refocus again, to renew my mind, right? And because it's very true, not all of the people that you will talk to will say yes. And just the same, not all the people that you will talk to will say no. There will always be yeses along the way. It's just about the right people that you will be talking to, the right timing. Sometimes, no matter how good your presentation is, if it is not the right timing for the people that you're talking to, then it just won't happen, right? At that moment. But if you keep on talking and sharing, eventually, I tell you, you're gonna find the right people in your business, the right people in your team. Okay? So always have that mindset. SW, SW, SW next. Some will, some won't. Now their no's doesn't mean no forever. It says it just means not now, not for now. Right? And some are waiting, right? So next, don't dwell too much on those who says no, because some yeses are waiting along the way. All right? So work on your mindset. We are all equal, but our drives are different. We all have two hands, 2 feet, 2 ears, one mouth, and one head. So what does that tell us, right? We have two hands so that we can work faster, right? We have 2 feet so that we can move forward. We have 2 ears so that we can listen more. You know, I love to do the exercise that I did with our team in our bootcamp training. And it's really exciting because there's a difference between hearing and listening. Hearing and listening. Sometimes you hear, but you don't listen. Do you understand the difference? Sometimes you hear, but you don't listen. So there's a difference, right? And one of these days, probably we can do that on one of the Monday calls. I'm gonna do that exercise, even if it's online. But it's more fun when it's live, when done live, and time and again, it's really fun. So I cannot see the reactions whenever we're doing it in online. So it's better to do it live, right? So anyway, that's the thing, right? We have two hands, we have 2 feet, so that we can move forward much faster. We have 2 ears so that we can listen more, pay attention more, understand more, and we only have one mouth and one head. Okay? So it means probably, according to the popular book, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger, right? Remember, I don't know if you know that, but it's one of the principles that I live by. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Okay? So nobody is a born salesperson or a master trainer. And that's very true for me. I am not a master trainer, but you know what? Over time, as you do it, as you practice, you will get better and better. You can do whatever you put your mind to. And that's also it should be the belief that you have. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Okay? And it really helps a lot when we see inspiring videos that can, you know, fuel your mind, fuel your soul, and attend personal development courses. There's always I actually attended and paid for a training. I think it was um around $1,000. I attended that training. I don't know if you're familiar with it, PSI seminars. and it was just really refreshing. But I paid for that because that's how I value personal development. Okay. And then, of course, think positive. There's actually a book and a video, The Secret, The Law of Attraction. Only one stopping you is you. Okay, that's very true. The biggest enemy that we have is our mind and ourselves. Okay, the things that we say to ourselves, the self-talk. All right, and sometimes be careful of what you talk to yourself about, right? So the only one stopping is you. So you will only fail if you stop, and you only stop learning when you stop. So don't quit. Do you often find yourself doing something halfway? And probably I will end with this. And I just want to encourage you, each and every single day, you have that opportunity to change your life, to change other people's life. You are here for a purpose, for a reason. You have significance. That's the reason why you are still living. All right. That's the reason why we are still alive. If we don't have a purpose anymore, we would no longer be here. Right. So always have that mindset that today I can live with purpose, significance. I can help other people. I can encourage someone today, and I can do better each and every single day. And that should be the mindset. Whatever my mind can conceive, I can achieve it, right? So work on your mindset. Very, very important, because again, your mindset will play an important role in accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish in your life. Okay. So I think I can stop with that. I'm not able to see. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, MC, for the wonderful messages here. And actually, I have the recording in the YouTube channel. Okay, it's I don't know if I can share that with you, but I don't usually upload everything on it. But anyway, I do hope that this trainings can basically help, especially your team. For me, my mindset is, if just one person is impacted by the things that I am sharing here from my heart, then it's worth it, right? It's worth it. And according to Jim Rohn, when he leaves, right? Just like of course the late Jim Rohn says, when he leaves, the thing that will fulfill him the most is the legacy that he can leave behind, right? The notes, the it means that in his speeches, in his talks, the legacy that he can leave behind are the notes that people has learned from him, right? So so that is also my passion. We're not just here for ourselves, we are here to also create an impact in other people's lives. That's the reason why, Denzel Washington says, I remember that vividly well. He says that don't just aspire to make a living, aspire to make a difference. Okay, don't just aspire to make a living, aspire to make a difference. And this is a great opportunity that we can make a difference in other people's lives. Okay, so that's the reason why this opportunity is truly worth sharing, because we can impact other people's lives, whether it's be health, whether it be their lifestyle, whether it be their life, improvement in their life. We can basically impact other people's lives with what we have right now. So again, the question is, what do you have in your hand, and what are you going to do with it, right? All right. So if anyone would likes to share here, okay, please feel free. If you have any questions, put it in our Q&A. And I just love using this coffee. This is actually a gift from my son last Christmas. And it always reminded me, because it says here, I don't know if you can see it here. It says here, believe, right? Believe in yourself. So it really inspires me each and every single day that, we can impact other people's lives. And the reason why you are still alive is because you still have significance and purpose. Okay, so that being said, let me just check our reminders. Don't forget our calls for this week. Let me just open up our announcement. If there might be anything new that we can work on for this week, let me just open it up. Mhm. Announcement. And of course, I would just like to extend my gratitude to Mavis, who will be our host for this week. Okay, thank you, Mavis, for acknowledging being a host for this week. So looking forward to your hosting once again. And yeah, just a reminder here. Thank you so much, Mama Rufina. Okay, let me just do the slideshow here. All right. So of course we have our Opulence Wellness Experience happening on July 9. So just a couple of weeks away. So make sure that you participate, you invite in this amazing event that will be happening on July 9. Of course, we have a power cast. We have, of course, Janine, Dr. Henry Song. We have, of course, Jazz. We have, of course, SVP Senas and LD Foranelia. What a powerhouse. If we have that kind of powerhouse, then that's the reason why you are very blessed in Canada to have this lineup. Okay, and of course, still the navigation are now live, and then of course the 241 power entry is still going up until the end of month. So make sure that you take advantage, utilize this amazing promotion, and don't forget our call together with SVP Senas. That would be tomorrow for us, tomorrow morning for us, this evening for you in North America. So make sure that you are there. Invite your whole team. Trainings are important for the growth and the development of your team. So make sure that you invite them as well. And on Tuesday, we will have a special training together with our founder, CEO, and founder, Ramin Mesgarlu. So make sure that you are there as well. And of course, very much excited. It's been a while since we haven't had a training with our CEO on a Tuesday call. So make sure that you are there as well. And that being said, thank you so much to each and everyone. Thank you for all your messages. Thank you, MC. Thank you, Mom Mavis. Mom Rufina. Yes. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you so much, and of course, Miss Jane. Thank you so much for your messages, and to all those who are here, thank you so much, and may you have an amazing, fruitful, productive week ahead. That being said, I'm gonna say goodbye, and of course, we don't want to end without declaring our vision, and our vision is one team, one dream, one system. Building the Billion. Have an amazing week, guys. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.